Hey there, future homeowners. If you're checking out open houses, congrats. You are one step closer to your dream home. But let's be honest, touring a house can sometimes feel like speed dating. It looks nice, smells nice, but is it the one? Today, I'm going to walk you through the essential questions to ask when viewing an open house. This is going to help you look beyond the fresh paint and the cookies on the counter. So let's get started. All right, first question. Why is the house on the market? So this one is like asking, why did your last relationship end? You want to know if there's a deal breaker lurking, maybe the owners are relocating, or maybe the neighbors have a midnight drum circle. You're going to share everything you find out with your realtor because it can be useful in your negotiations. Number two, how long has the house been on the market? So a house that's been sitting unsold may be overpriced. It's possible that the sellers are just unmotivated, or it could be hiding something. On the flip side, if it's a new listing and you see 20 business cards on the counter, you're going to know that the competition could be fierce for this property. Knowing how long it's been sitting is critical when making an offer. Number three, what's included in the sale? So don't assume that that fabulous fridge over there or the dreamy chandelier comes with the house. You're better to ask now to avoid any surprises later. Number four, how old are the major systems? Roof, HVAC, plumbing, electrical. This is like asking the car's mileage. If you're pushing 20 years on all these items, that's not necessarily bad, but you're going to need to make sure that you budget for those replacements. Number five, are there any recent renovations or upgrades? Now, this is going to help you understand the improvements that were made, not just from a practical living perspective, but will also contribute to the higher asking price versus the last time the home was sold. Number six, have there been any major repairs? So you're going to want to know if the basement once unintentionally doubled as a swimming pool, or if there's a history of termite trauma. It's also important to find out when the repairs were done, whether they were permitted and done by a pro, or if the seller all of a sudden felt comfortable acting as a plumber after watching a couple of YouTube videos. Trust me, I've been there. Number seven, what's the neighborhood like? You're going to want to ask about noise levels, crime rates, and even how friendly the neighbors are. Nobody wants to live next to a house with a permanent yard sale. If it's a home you're interested in, it's always a good idea to take a walk around, see the block, see the neighborhood, and get a feeling for it. Number eight, are there any condo fees or HOA fees? High condo fees can be a deal breaker for some. You want to find out how much they are and what they cover. $400 a month may be a bargain if it means you don't need to shovel or mow or replace the roof and driveway. On the other hand, $1,000 a month to pay for bad debt could be the reason for the lower asking price. It's always good to know. Number nine, what are the utility costs? A big, beautiful old house with lots of character is obviously super nice until you're paying a big, beautiful heating bill in the wintertime. Number 10, how is the school district? Now, even if you don't have kids, this affects property value and resale potential. A great school district is like a bonus feature for your investment. Number 11, are there any zoning restrictions? So this is going to be something that your realtor will find out before you put in an offer, but it's a great question to ask at an open house as well. If you're planning to build a pool or renting out the basement, make sure the zoning bylaws won't squash your dreams. Number 12. Has the house ever had any pest issues? So if there's been a history of uninvited six-legged guests, you're going to want to know up front. Trust me, you do not want to discover a second family living in your attic. Number 14, are there any plans for development nearby? Today you've got a peaceful view of trees, and then tomorrow it might be a strip mall or a freeway. On the other hand, you may be getting a Costco or a university campus, which will be great for future values. Number 15, what's the seller's timeline? Now, this one's important. If the sellers have a firm timeline and they won't budge on it, and it's not something that you can accommodate, negotiations may end up going nowhere. So knowing that information is critical when you're putting in an offer. Number 16, what is the parking situation? It sounds basic, but this can be a make or break deal for many people. A dream home feels less dreamy if parking is a daily battle. Number 17, what's the noise level? So stop, listen, and ask. Traffic, planes, trains, what's charming now could actually become the soundtrack of your life. Number 18, have there been multiple offers on the property? This is going to give you an idea of how competitive it is And being part of a bidding war can be taxing, but it can also be worth it if it's the home that you really want. Number 19, are there any disclosures? Now, sellers are required to disclose known issues, but only if you ask. Leaky roof, foundational cracks, you're going to want to make sure that all these details are on the table. And number 20, okay, this one's actually for you to answer. You want to know, can I picture myself living here? If the layout doesn't fit your life or you can't see yourself sipping coffee on the porch, it's probably not the one. All right, so there you have it. 20 questions you might ask during an open house. Remember, buying a home is a big decision. Don't be afraid to ask these tough questions, and don't be dazzled by the smell of fresh cookies. I know they're delicious. I like to put them out too, but it's not the reason that you're there. I have placed a list of these questions in the comments for you to print out so you can bring them with you as well. I'm Realtor Ben Van Dieren, and if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more real estate tips. You can also reach me at 226-220-8802 or realtorbenvandieren@gmail.com. Until next time, happy house hunting.